Welcome, everyone, to 55 and 5, the only series on YouTube going meticulously through all 121 cards of the 1955 Parkhurst.
Number 78.
We're on 78, Cary. How about that? Ian Riccaboni, Cary Silkin, our producer, AJ from Bisson Web and Creative. And 78, we have a man, if you joined us yesterday, the preview was at one of the few individuals to wrestle on the 49th and 8th Avenue Madison Square Garden and in Arena, Mexico. He also has the distinction of wrestling at the fake Madison Square Garden and the fake Sportatorium, both in the fake AAA in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, that's right.
So that's
it wasn't fake.
Well, not the other.
You got to have a lot of guts, though, to have a building in Phoenix and call it Madison Square Garden.
Or even the Sportatorium was around by the 50s.
And where was the fake one?
The fake one was in Phoenix, yeah.
So Phoenix is the fake capital.
Which is one of the interesting things we've learned through this project. And the alternate AAA. I guess it's the original AAA.
Yes.
It was the Arizona Athletic Association. Here's our gentleman here today. He had two home countries, and I'm not sure which one was the real home country, which one was the fake home country. He'd gone also by the name of Tito Kopak and Tito Copa, but on the card he's known as Hassen Bey. Is that a name that rings a bell, Cary?
No, but okay. I got a feeling, although I cannot dispense any specific information, that this guy was a legit wrestler with a lengthy career.
Yeah.
As opposed to our last Mr. Nelson, who just you could find 10 matches. I would say this guy was a legitimate pro. Nice woolly. He was dressed for the Canadian weather. That's for sure.
He was, and that's where he made his debut in Quebec.
Let's hear about Hassen Bey.
Yeah, Hassen Bey. He's listed from Warsaw, Poland. And the additional information I could gather.
You would think he'd be from the Middle East.
Well, he was billed from Turkey.
Okay.
But he was also billed from Poland. So I'm not sure which was the real hometown and which was the maybe not so real, or where he was born, and maybe he was born in one and lived in the other at some point. But the point is, he's not from the United States. He starts in Quebec. He goes to Houston, Oregon, and Texas. One of his biggest accomplishments, he had a big feud in the UK with Stephen Wright. And I'm going to put you on the spot. Do you know who Stephen Wright, what his connection to more modern wrestling was?
Oh, boy.
This may be relatively easy.
Alex Wright?
Yeah, that was his father. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, he feuded with Stephen Wright. He wrestled in EMLL, which is Ring of Honor's partner, CMLL, in 65. Wrestled in the Sportatorium in Madison Square Garden in Phoenix in 1965 as well. In the original AAA, the Arizona Athletic Association. And then when he goes to the UK, he changes his name to Tito Kopak. And he shortens it when he goes to Japan and Germany to Tito Copa. So goes there. In 54, though, this is where he wrestled. He also wrestled in the real Madison Square Garden, or one of the real ones. He had a match against Tony Martinelli.
I know that name.
Yeah, he was a Garden mainstay. And he's one of the few non-U.S. or non-Mexican wrestlers to wrestle in both Madison Square Garden and Arena, Mexico, and one of the only folks to do so with the first or second Madison Square Garden.
Well, he had a legit career.
Yeah.
Traveled the world.
Mm-hmm.
And he should have maybe recognized his name, but sorry.
Yeah, no, Tito, it's tough, I think, being in the Northeast because he didn't wrestle here much. And, the names like Waldo Von Erich, we know because if you're...
And Mr. Bey, his career ended when?
73.
Wow.
In Germany. Yeah, 49 to 73.
He's probably over there with Otto Wang.
Yeah, he wrestled quite a few. I mean, he was wrestling. He has a stretch where he'd wrestled some of those kind of everyday tours where they would do the same town.
Okay.
Over and over and over.
Gotcha.
And so he must have had a lot of endurance. He must have been a really great athlete to do that well into his career. So Hassen Bey really maybe one of the hidden gems, one of the hidden journeymen, and accomplishing something that only a handful of people have done, wrestling in Arena, Mexico, wrestling in Madison Square Garden. The Briscoes have done it, Rocky Romero, Delirious, And that's, Roosh.
Yeah, but to do it back in that era.
Right.
With the travel and,
right.
It might not have just been, all right, let's go to Germany, you had a flight.
Right.
It could have been a boat.
Could have been. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah.
But, been driven to Mexico or from Phoenix into Mexico.
Sure.
So, yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, nice, interesting career. And he's somebody that I'm going to do a little more research on. He seems like a very interesting guy just based on his travels. He seemed to stay places for about 9 months to a year. And then just move on to the next place.
That's the way they did it.
And he went everywhere, except really for the Northeast. He had one shot here, one match.
Hey, to say he wrestled in New York at Madison Square Garden is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even cooler than Phoenix.
Yeah, and to do both of them, no less.
That's cool.
The fake one and the real one. So hope you enjoyed today's episode on Hassan Bey. Tomorrow, well, Cary, we've had a ghost. Tomorrow, we have a zombie. That's your hint.
Is it like a wrestler that was a zombie?
Well,
dressed up like a zombie? They've had those.
Yeah, La Mumia.
Yeah.
in the great promotions down in South America and in Mexico. But I know tomorrow somebody that passed away has a newspaper articles and all, and then has results for competing in matches after his death. So we're going to try and find out a little bit more tomorrow on that.
Interesting. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I hope you join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 55and5.com. For AJ, our producer, Cary, I'm Ian Riccaboni. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.